Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. It is about a girl named Clary Frey who finds out that she is not entirely human. She finds out about this through this huge adventure, but it all started when she and her best friend Simon went to this club called Pandemonium, and there she witnessed a murder. Little did she know that she's not supposed to see them because they are shadow hunters or demon hunters who just killed a demon, and a mundane like her, mundane meaning human, should not have been able to see it. So from there she meets Jace, Alec, and Isabel, who helps her find her mother who just went missing. They find out that there is this guy named Valentine who is responsible for taking her mother. They bring her to the institute, and there she meets Hodge. Hodge, this very, very intellectual man who knows a lot of things about where they're from and who they are as shadow hunters, and he carefully explains to Clary who her mother is and who she is. And as time progresses, Jace and Clary have this love interest thing going on, but there's some twists and turns in the end, and I'd rather not say that, so you can just read for yourself what the twist is. But they go through this adventure, the five of them, Simon, Clary, Isabel, Alec, and Jace, to find the mortal cup which Valentine had looked for and found and then stole. Clary learns about her life more and about her mother and about her mother's really good friend Luke, and she just realizes that everything she's known all her life isn't really accurate, as when she met the shadow hunters and how she was pulled into their world. Yeah, that's basically what The City of Bones is about. Things I liked about the book. It's a really small thing, but it's a big deal for me. I like chapters that have titles on them because at least I know what's going to happen, sort of like a foreshadowing of events. I like that it was fast paced. I think a lot of the things that happened were really exciting and it wasn't boring at all. Overall, I do like the plot. There are some parts that I would rather have left out, but in the end, you realize what they're for. So it all works out just fine. Characters I liked, I actually liked Clary. I like that she's smart and she's cunning, and although at times I wished for her to have been a little bit more clever, she made up for it for some parts, and I liked her relationship with Simon and how, although it wavered somewhere in the middle, that they remained best friends. I liked Simon a lot. He was just really there for Clary the entire time, and although he was hurt that she doesn't feel the same way about him as he does for her, he remained loyal and he just protected her. There were some parts that he redeemed himself as well. He was quick to his feet, and everyone was surprised that he was able to think of these kinds of things. He saved their lives actually at one point, and it's very surprising because he's a supporting character and you wouldn't really think that he would do anything big because he's a mundane. I also liked Jace. He was tough, and he reminds me of someone I know in real life who doesn't want to show his inner feelings or any emotions because that's how he grew up and that's what he was taught growing up. Losing his parents, he thinks that showing emotion or falling in love or to be loved or to love is a weakness and it's a disease almost, because when you love someone, you are controlled by that person in a way. I also really liked Luke. He doesn't really appear in the first half of the book much, but there's a long chapter dedicated about him and his life, and I found that kind of amusing because it was just his story, like the entire chapter. And it was told in the first person point of view because it was all just him talking about his past and where Jocelyn, Clary's mom, and him met and how they were friends and stuff like that. Basically, their story with Valentine. Characters I didn't like Hodge from the very beginning. He seemed a little bit too up there for me. Like, he's only there when you need to know about something. Clary doesn't really build a relationship with him, and he just becomes this annoying person who pets his bird all the time. That sounded wrong, but yeah. I didn't like Valentine as well. He's a bit cruel and harsh. I don't like deceptive people, and he's just arrogant because he's one of the most powerful shadow hunters in the world, I guess. So I've heard a lot of good things about this book, and I think like my expectations were too high, and so I'm not disappointed, but I'm not gonna say that I'm super happy about it. But yeah, it was a good read. I would say that it was written well and that the plot was well organized, I think. It was well thought of. I hope you guys get to read this book. If you haven't already, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who hasn't read this book yet. I'm definitely going to be reading The City of Ashes in a little while after reading all my other books that I've lined up. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.